I'm going to tell you exactly how to market yourself as a home services business in the United States. My name is Sean. I'm a 26-year marketer. I've owned 5 marketing agencies. My past clients have included Microsoft, Dell, Cisco, Kohler, and Yelp. This is exactly what I'd do if I had a home services business, and I've actually helped my son, who has several of them, do this, and it works. Here's the first thing. In the modern age, in 2026, what you need to do is, number one, implement a review system, a customer review system. You need to guarantee. Now, I know that's not new information, but trust me, this is so important that if you don't get this right, it doesn't really matter what else you do, you won't win. So you need to institute a methodology where you always ask for reviews. If you have a crew, they always ask for reviews, and you need to get that down so that it's successful. And I'll talk about it in another video about how to do the impassioned business owner plea to get reviews. But for now, just you have to have a review collection system, whether it's electronic and or in person or whatever, but you've got to get consistent reviews. The recency of them is as important as the total number and the total star rating. Also, they need to be distributed across multiple platforms like Yelp. I know we all hate it, but yes, and they were a client, sorry. But it's true, we all hate Yelp from the vendor perspective, from the service business perspective. I very much appreciated them being a client. The next thing that I would do is register a domain name that is the exact match for whatever I do. So if I'm a gutter cleaning company in any town, I would do gutter cleaning, maybe even put some other keywords in there. Gutter cleaning, install, repairs, any town. If you can stand it from a branding standpoint, I would even name my business after the name of the city and those services. It's just going to give you a leg up. It was true 20 years ago. It's still true now. On my website blog, I would create content every single day that is on different topics that are relevant. I would use AI to generate this content. I would make sure that it wasn't garbage content, but good content, which is very possible now with the current state of AI. You can use Claude. I would recommend Claude, but if you're using WordPress as a website, you can use something called WP Autoblog, which supports the use of Claude and other LLMs with very high quality content that you can then post automatically and directly into your blog while you sleep. The next thing I would do is purchase intent data of people who have been recently searching for what I do, like in the last week. And I would do a door knocker campaign, or hang a door knocker, and or if they don't answer, hang like one of those door hangers with services and a special and a call to action and a discount and something that makes them want to pick up the phone and call me. The intent data only costs a couple $100 a month, and you get unlimited numbers of leads, whatever anybody who's searching in your town for what you do recently. Most people don't even know it exists. Okay, now let's get into advertising. So I talked about door knockers and more grassroots marketing with that data in hand, because I know that you're going to be door knocking on people that have actually been searching online. You don't have to tell them that, but you have a leg up on them because you know that they've been searching for gutter cleaning or electrician or plumber or whatever you are. So if you're going to start running ads, what I would be doing is starting with Google ads. Okay, now it's going to be expensive because you got to pay somebody to manage them. You should pay somebody to manage them. You're going to want to run Google LSA ads, which are local service ads, side by side. Those are cost per lead ads. You pay a fixed cost per lead, side by side with Google PPC ads, if you can, if possible. And over time, you're going to figure out which one is working better. If they both work, you can keep them both, but you're going to find out which one's giving you a lower cost per closed deal, right? Not just cost per lead, but cost per, like, they became a customer, I got money from it. By the way, the intent data that you bought in the previous step can then be employed in these campaigns, whether it's Google or if you choose something like Meta or TikTok as well, I'd be doing that, because that data is going to help those platforms target people who are actually, again, interested in what you do, as opposed to totally random people on the internet. Okay, this one is what everybody should do this, guys. Everybody should do this, and almost nobody does. I tell every one of my clients on the phone who's willing to do it to do this, which is TikTok. What you're seeing right now, I'm walking around. I'm walking my dog. I'm just on a Sunday, and I'm creating content. And this content will be found by people who are interested in what I do. You can be doing the same. You should be doing the same thing in your market. Talk about the problems that people have, a job that you're on. Solve people's problems. Educate them, give them free information, position yourself as the expert with your expertise. Talk about what you do, talk about your city, hashtag it properly, hashtag, if it's plumbing issues, these are just talk about things that represent the most common jobs that you get, the most common problems. Speak from the customer's perspective with their problems in mind and solve those problems. And you know what? A lot of people don't do that because either, well, I'm camera shy, or I don't know what I would say. Use AI to figure out what to say. Come up with a bunch of topics that tell AI to, give me 100 common topics that people run into in this industry. And you're going to get more than you could shake a stick at. And then talk about those things. And they could be little short videos, like 30 seconds, a minute, whatever it is. Solve one problem. This is a bit of a monolithic, bigger video because I'm going through everything I would do to market a particular type of business. But you can just break this down to bite-sized chunks. When you do this over time, you will become the authority in your market. Do not give up after 2 months because you've only gotten a few views on a few of your videos. Keep doing it. Just bust out the content. Take your downtime, your dog walks, your whatever. Don't take the time away from your kids or your spouse, whatever, but just take a minute, record a video, schedule them in advance, which you can do in TikTok now to make it even better. So you can batch up a bunch of content, schedule it. Use repurpose.io to automatically copy that content to multiple channels like Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, Lemonade, whatever. All these different platforms you can auto copy that content over to those platforms, but just by posting to one place like TikTok, for example, which is my choice. But I have a tool that then copies those videos over. If you do those things that I just said and you're consistent about it, by the way, even if you don't want to pay for the ads, because the ads is the most expensive part of it, but they are going to work as long as you do it right. But even if you just do the grassroots marketing, use the intent data to find people that are actually interested in what you do, grassroots it, door knocker campaigns, and then you do the posting, you're going to be able to build a business off that. You're absolutely going to be able to build a business off that, and it's going to work. And then you can scale it from there. So start with the lowest rung things, the cheapest things. If you can't even afford the intent data for a couple $100 a month, then just go door knock randomly until you get some business, because where there's a will, there's a way. And in home services businesses, people always need what you do. My son recently told me, Dad, he's a plumber. He said, Dad, they're coming for your job, not mine, because everybody's going to still need a plumber or an electrician or a roofer, whatever, handyman.